Hello and welcome to another video on my channel. My name is Busi, a South African living in Canada, and today I am taking you along on a trip to the office. I'm on the road right now and just want to point out that all cameras were set up before I started driving, so always be safe when you're on the road. So I usually drive from the Niagara region to Burlington, and that's a trip that takes me around 50 minutes depending on how traffic looks. Burlington is part of the Greater Toronto area and is right next to the town I used to live in when I still stayed in the Greater Toronto area, which was Oakville. I have a town tour video of Oakville on the channel, so check out the town tour playlist if you would like to see a couple of town tours. After I get off the highway, it's not that far of a drive to get to the station. We're in Burlington right now. If this traffic light was red and it was safe to turn, legally I could turn if the traffic light was red. So that was something that was very different when we first moved to Canada. I remember there were times where we'd stop and then people would hoot behind us because it's like, hey, keep it moving if there's no car. So I'm at the Burlington station. This is how it looks. You can park outside the station or inside. You don't have to pay to leave your car here and then take the train. I generally prefer undercover parking. Then I like giving myself a couple of minutes just to make sure I'm like powdering my nose and, not leaving the car looking a mess. Powdering my nose. Like literally. It's actually quite fine. But then there's times where I used to bother myself with putting on foundation, but then I found this powder by Clinique that I really like. It's very light on my skin. So I'm literally walking around with a thing like this phone, and then I'm gonna turn this on when I'm outside for light. And that's how it looks. Yes, I'm at the station now. Gonna go check if I need to load my card. And then we go wait for the train. Carrying a backpack to the office. That's how I like taking my laptop. Sometimes I do think I should get those bags that you get to pull around. But anyway, we're at the station and I'm checking if I have enough money on my card. So you just put your card in the machine, like on it, and then press to check your balance. And I had enough to get all the way downtown. I almost missed the train because I was trying to figure out things with my vlogging kit, but made it on time. And this train has 2 levels. If you want a quiet zone, you can sit at the top. I used to like sitting up there, but now I prefer sitting at the bottom so I can take calls if I want to. The option of having a quiet zone though is very great if you do know you want to just read and not listen to other people having conversations or being on calls. So the train makes a couple of stops before we get to downtown Toronto, which is where we are now. So we fast forwarded by like 50 minutes. I got so many compliments for the dress that I was wearing. Listen to this.
I just want to say I really like your dress.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So as you just saw on the wall above, this is called the path. So if you don't want to walk outside, I especially love this area when it's winter and it's snowing and cold outside. You don't have to go from the station, walk outside to get to a lot of offices that are downtown Toronto. A lot of the companies that I've worked for who are based in Toronto were connected with the path. But if it's summer, you really can walk outside. As you can see on there, there's people who are outside. In the path, I love that a lot of the doors don't have to be touched. So you just wave next to a thing and the door opens. The other thing I love about the path is I don't have to stop at traffic lights, which is nice. When you're walking through the path, you also get access to a number of shops, wellness centers, restaurants. There's really a lot of things that you can get up to in this space. Some of the doors even detect when you're coming close to it and automatically open, which is amazing. Toronto has a lot of very great views and buildings and skyscrapers. This is the area that we eat lunch at usually when we're at the office. If for whatever reason you're in need of ATMs, the path's got you. So I got to the office building, pressed for my elevator, and you got a glimpse of my dress. I actually didn't get a lot of pictures. I don't think I got one picture actually of what I was wearing. Anyway, Got to the office floor, you have to badge yourself in. There's a number of different sized boardrooms and individual rooms that you can get into, but my favorite place is the kitchen, and that's where I usually go first when I get to the office. Got myself a tea. I can't remember what I got. Oh, I think I got hibiscus on this day. Let's walk past our favorite. Wait, were these couches here the last time? These are new. But these were not here the last time.
No, these were there last time.
Really?
But last time was the first time we saw this.
I didn't see them.
Yeah, no, this was there. I asked as well that they have put this new here.
Yeah.
It was not here the last time.
Wow. So in the kitchen, we have a fridge that has juices, sodas, milk, yogurt, whatever is in there, you can help yourself too. We also have a snack drawer that has these waffles, stroop waffles that remind me of Amsterdam. But there's energy bars, there's different types of snacks that you can look at, pick, and I like exploring and just trying different things out. If you want frosted flakes as well, you can take that and, get the milk. There's different snacks in different areas, and you can also get fresh fruits at some point. If you want to put your stuff in a locker, we also have some lockers. This is where I sat for a bit in the morning because I had a couple of calls that I needed. If you're following me on TikTok, you would have seen a pods area and different types of meeting rooms that you can use if you want to take private calls. I somehow forgot to show it in this video. Then I upgraded to a corner office with my favorite people. Say hello to my people. They are the reason I like going to the office because it's a trip that is very far. We also have very great views from this office. I went to different levels in the office, different floors, just to get the different views that we have access to, which are amazing. The workday came to a close, and usually at the end of the day, we'll go find a place to eat. I have completed my record walks when we go find a place to eat because I work from home a lot. I don't really walk that much or wear my Apple Watch. So when I do go to the office, I wear it, and it usually is very shocked at the walking that I do. It's a farmer's market. You look like you're about to tell us about the farmer's market. What's going on behind you, Chichi?
So, as we're here today, you can look around. Yes. And you see all this.
So we went to Walrus. That's where we ended up eating. I was not that crazy about the food. We've had a lot of great food in other places. So the food here, I don't know, I'd give it like a 5 or something. That was the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed coming downtown with me. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you on the next one.
Thank you for watching.